Okay, so this video today, I'm going to cover back training. And that might sound simple, like, hey, show me some exercise that'll grow me a big back. But you really have to understand the fundamentals of accessing and activating those muscles in order to move on to the more difficult ones. So some of the more difficult ones might be bent over movement, more compound movement, that you have to use your whole body and stabilize your whole body. So I'm going to cover, first off, just a brief exercise that you can practice and test yourself to see if you're able to move on to a more complex exercise. So what we're going to do is we're going to get into a long cable row. Okay, so it's all set up for me already. We're going to pick the lightest weight. So you can see I got nothing on there, 10 pounds. Okay, we've got a bar. I'm going to sit in this exercise on the seat, knees bent a little bit so that when I pull the weight up, you'll see in a second, it won't hit the top, because we're going to do what looks like a front raise on this one. But the real exercise is to test yourself to see if you can retract your shoulder blades. Okay, so you see this movement here? This movement needs to happen on all back exercises. Every single one, from a row, pulling from above, pulling from straight, pulling from below. You need to retract your shoulders and then activate your back with the core held tight. So this one is an easy way to see if you're even able to do that. So knees are bent, abs are tight and tall, chest up. And all we're going to do right now is we're going to pull back and down. Okay, you see I'm not pulling up. Back and down, so think mid-back if you want to try to concentrate, even though it's not exactly anatomically correct to say that, but just to give you an idea of where you're pulling. You're not pulling up, across, and then holding those shoulders down, raise it all the way above. So if you look from the side of my body, you'll see the action. And then if you look from the back, you'll also see that as it's coming up, I'm not releasing those shoulders. Okay, so what your body's going to want to do, I'm going to show you the wrong way, is just pull up and swing. Okay, so this is actually really quite dangerous to the shoulders. So abs tight, down, shoulders stay pressed down, almost compressed, feeling down towards the body. Release them, retract it, and up. This should definitely be part of your training circuit if you're trying to make your back training more effective, both for muscle growth or functional fitness. Okay, so now that we've covered retraction, we're going to actually employ it in this exercise, which is I'm going to use a weight, so we're going to call it an assisted chin up. So some of you might say it's a chin up or assisted chin up. This machine allows you to put weight underneath your body to lighten the load of your body. So instead of pulling your full body weight up, which most people really shouldn't be doing at the beginning until they've learned that first skill that we just showed you, it allows you to practice that retraction and an engagement of the back muscles. So I'm actually, even though I can pull my whole body weight up, I'm going to put a bit of weight on there so I can slow it down and I can demo. So if I weigh 165 and I put 70 on there, I'm effectively lifting 95 pounds. Okay? So we're going to get on here. I'm going to do a wide grip, nice and slowly, carefully. So it feels nice and light, but what I want to show you is this. Up, down. Okay, that's the retraction motion. That has to happen before you flare the elbows and pull up. Okay? So retract, activate the lats, squeeze. How far do you come up? Well, if I come up this far, what's happening? I just lost my back and I'm using my arms and shoulders. So let me show you wrong. Okay, this is wrong. Okay, and correct. A little faster. So you stop with a full squeeze, control down. Now, you might ask, well, what if we're just pulling up functionally, or you're in a rush? Of course, some circumstances or even some jobs might demand or dictate that you have to do a fast, speedy movement and sometimes just get up there, of course. But always remember that full body activation, so if you activate your muscle instead of just your joints, you'll always be stronger in the long run. So just knowing how to do that and knowing how that feels on your body will make you stronger functionally and for muscular development. Okay, so final exercise. We're going to take it from the opposite end. So I just finished showing you a chin up or pull up, whatever you want to call it, on an assisted chin machine, talking about scapular retraction. Here, instead of pulling our body weight up to a bar, we're going to pull a loaded bar down to our, let's just say our face or our chest area by using the back muscles. So people don't think about it this way, but the chin up and the lat pull down are actually identical, just with the loaded weight coming from a different direction, just to simplify it for you. So the form is going to be the same. So I'm going to just show you real simple tips. Same thing. We're going to hold the bar wide. We're going to stabilize the abs. And the first thing we're going to do is, you guessed it, retract. Okay, so just retract. Flare the elbows, squeeze down with the lats, and squeeze. So if you really take a look at this, how far the back can pull is really bringing the bar only down to about the nose or mouth level. Any further than this, I will demonstrate. We typically do this a lot. We see a lot of this. Okay, back is not activated. Traps are working, arms are working, but the lats are not getting the workout. So the other thing we see is, a lot of this. So from the side, you can see it a little better. We're pulling down and we're rounding the back. So you see this. Okay. Anytime you are not bringing the body open to the front and contracted to the back, you're not even activating those back muscles. So we want to see this happen, then this happen. And usually that means the bar is going to come down to here. So on the lat pull down, bar is going to come to here. On the chin up, the bar is going to come up to about there. So with the core tight. So I hope that helps you get some better results out of your training, whether you're doing functional fitness, CrossFit, or bodybuilding. It's all the same. We need to know our body, how it works, and biomechanics.